Hello, welcome. I'm so glad you could join me on today's edition of, I don't even know what to call this. Slowly but surely, the light is dawning. Fans are starting to understand what I and my compatriots have been saying for the last 5 months, and what others were saying long before that Andy Signore doesn't care about, quote, his community, his subs, his members, or his viewers, or probably his subject matter. It's all about the money for him. Now, I don't go looking for stuff about him, but it gets shared with me. Shows up on my Twitter feed. Says Andy Signore's fans are catching onto the grift and constant begging for money and toys. And then there's this one dissenting voice. Catching on? You're funny. That should be YOU''RE, but anyway. Excuse me. Don't ever come between how a man feeds his family. Ever. That's like taking their very breath away. Yeah, there is wrong too. There are kids who get money for playing video games. If people enjoy Popcorn Planet, that's on them. Don't watch. That simple. Go back in your hole. And as you can see down here, please explain to me how an Amazon wish list feeds anybody. Because hello. Sorry. Okay. Because I lost my slideshow here. Let's see, what do I have? Oh, yes. This is what is on Andy's Amazon wish list as Popcorn Planet. See? I mean, is this $600 plus $100 shipping full-size arcade game studio equipment? I mean, how gullible are people? Now, for a closer look on what people were saying, you're getting carried away with asking for stuff. I agree, it's so greedy and gross. It's nonstop begging for toys, studios, P.O. boxes, Amazon accounts. I think I'm done with this guy. I really hope that more people are catching up to that. There's this one. It's starting to feel like greedy guys getting toys, vacations, studios built on the backs of fans. I can't watch, it says it anymore. A GoFundMe account for Andy and Lewis to buy swords and go to Comic-Con. I'm done with the constant begging for money. He's so overt about it. I don't understand his fans and the people defending him. How can they not see it? It's so freaking obvious. I mean, anyway, so yeah, I got this screenshot. This woman is upset because she never got paid for work she agreed to volunteer for. It's all about the money for her. Okay, I never really thought I would actually get paid. I just said that he offered it to a few, one or two, as a quote, maybe a paid internship sometime down the line. So it's all about the money for her. For me, I'm not making a damn thing on these videos, my blog posts, anything where I'm calling him out. I'm not making anything. So I decided I needed to fix this. This woman is upset because she never thought I would screw over my community. Now, if you bother if people go and read my blog posts on the dark side tab of uh, browneyedlark.com, and you go back to the beginning, you can see how upset I was about what transpired. And it was our community, or I'm sorry, his community that I was concerned about. Um, so it's all about the truth for her. They spread facts about me just because they saw through me. Don't waste your time. Blocked her negativity from our group after she left. Now that's a big point. I left before. I mean, he didn't. Nobody. He didn't remove me. He didn't block me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can't go back into the Popcorn Planet public Telegram chat, which is fine because I don't want to be there. Whatever community that I was heartsick over 5 months ago, it has completely changed now. I mean, I've heard stories about the wild chats on his channel during his live streams. And apparently it's just not a nice place to be anymore. I really hope that more and more people wake up and, understand what's going on. On his latest live stream, he and Jody, they call out, I don't know, I'm not into comic books or superhero movies or whatever, but they use the words uh, toxic fans and cult. And quite honestly, they could really be talking about Popcorn Planet and his toxicity, their toxicity, and the cult like mentality. One day I'm going to go over a cult checklist and point out how scarily similar that list is to Popcorn Planet. But today is not that day. So I leave you with this lovely image created by Saggy Melons. I'll credit to her. I will put a link to her channel down below. Um, I just find it really funny. I needed a good laugh this morning. I'm also going to put a link, and I will continue to share this young man, JP's um, GoFundMe. He's a person that could really use some help while he is getting back surgeries, and his company is fighting on giving him disability pay and all kinds of stuff. I mean, and the guy's all alone in the hospital too. It's just heartbreaking. So I'm going to continue to share that link because that is a far worthier cause um, than this dude. And while I'm at it, hang on. Here, you guys were, all right, never mind. Let's do it this way. You guys were so generous, I spread it around. This is Andrea Burkhart. I will leave a link to her channel too. She is a lawyer up in Washington, I believe. And this is what a person with a moral compass does. And, she got what she considered too much, and so she donated the extra. I want you to think about that when you're watching some of these YouTube content creators. Um, I know Emily D. Baker takes the money that she uses and she actually pays her mods and the people that help her out. It's a novel concept. Oh, gosh, I forgot one part of this. Just, out of curiosity. So Andy has 666,000 followers. Now, if you take just 1%, you have obviously 6,660. Times that by his lowest, at least that I could figure out. That's what it was when I was a member. 39,000, and now you take out 40% for YouTube. Now I figure 1% of his subscribers are members at the lower tier. I mean that's what I'm assuming here, just to keep things fair. That is how much money he would haul in a month. Have any of you ever made almost $16,000 in a month? I know I haven't. I mean, my husband's a plumber welder. I think at most when he was working major overtime, this was before COVID, he was bringing in about 2 grand or so a week, you know, and and he worked his ass off for it. Now this is before Google Ads. This is before Super Chat, Super Thanks, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever. And he probably gets taxed on this. I don't know how YouTube works really. I'm not monetized. So, but I think all the rest, anything that you donate via Cash App or PayPal or whatever, as long as it doesn't go through YouTube, that stuff that wouldn't be taxed at all. And then of course there's the Amazon wish list, and I showed you what he considers equipment for his studio. And then there's the GoFundMe that's up to, I have no idea, because I don't keep track of it, but I think it's at least two grand. I mean, couldn't you at least take that and buy the stupid arcade game? It is just mind-boggling. And if 1% of this was given to JP, well, maybe not 1%. I think he needs about $10,000. So far less than 1 month's worth of what Andy makes before all of his tips and everything. It's completely ludicrous. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. I wish you all much peace and love.